Don't embarrass yourself, Mike, honestly. You can't beat my son. Just be a man and say, you know what, we've come here to try our hardest.
I'm going to knock that big stiff spark
Go
out.
on, my son.
And there's nothing he can do about it.
Go on, my son.
No matter who he trains with, no matter what he brings on the night, I'm knocking you spark out on Saturday night. Game on.
John Fury loses it and threatens Arslan Makhmudov at live press conference, and the atmosphere suddenly shifted the moment John Fury started shouting at Arslan Makhmudov. Fury's face was filled with pure anger as he pointed aggressively, delivering his warning in a loud, emotional surge of confidence. The moment didn't feel like simple promotion anymore, it had the weight of a real personal challenge behind it. The crowd went completely silent as tension spread across the press room like wildfire.
2040! He can't be beat! He's on this great kingdom of Saudi! He's on Saudi soil! My son cannot be beat! Can you, son? Get up there, my boy! Get up there, my boy! Get up there!
Frank Warren admitted that this is a tough fight, but emphasized that Tyson Fury doesn't want easy opponents or YouTuber-style matchups. According to Warren, Fury is looking for a proper, serious challenge inside the ring, and that's exactly what he's getting here. The statement reinforced the idea that this fight is meant to test real heavyweight fighting skill, rather than promotional spectacle.
It's a fight game! Testosterone! Tyson will knock him out before the final bell. Let him talk. We've got the antidote to everybody in the world. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is the best heavyweight in the world by a country mile. This is the run out now. So you'll see on Saturday.
John Fury kept going, throwing more threats, claiming that this is a fight game driven by pure testosterone. He boldly stated that Tyson Fury will knock Arslan Makhmudov out before the final bell rings, urging Makhmudov to keep talking, while warning that the Gypsy King is the antidote to everyone in the heavyweight division. John also called Tyson the best fighter in the world by a country mile, sounding confident this fight would just be another routine runout.
Yeah, it's a tough fight for him, but you know, Tyson, he said he doesn't want to be fighting any YouTubers or anything like that. He wants a proper fight, and that's what he's got.
John Fury believes the real answer will only come when the fighters step into the ring, because training and fight night pressure are completely different. He said Tyson Fury knows exactly what he is doing and isn't a stupid fighter. John admitted that training camps can look good, but under the bright lights, everything changes, and now everyone just has to wait and see what happens next.
Just made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part, he's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing what I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door, watching you. You're in a meal ticket, they're planning for you already. And I think Tyson...
According to Johnny Nelson, this looks like a perfect style matchup for Tyson Fury, especially considering the height and physical presence of his opponent. Nelson pointed out that Fury's hand speed could be the difference, but the real question is how much Fury's footwork has declined with age. At 37, Fury must train carefully because younger heavyweight challengers are watching and waiting for their chance.
Because you'll only know when you get in that ring, and that's too late. You know, let's just see. Tyson's not a stupid man. He knows where he's at. He feels good in training, but in training is one thing, in the ring under the lights is another. All we can do is wait and see. He's going to do it anyway. So let's...
Carl Froch talked about Tyson Fury looking relaxed after returning from retirement, saying the comeback was expected. He mentioned that Fury isn't out of shape, staying around 18 stone and maintaining his gym work, reportedly training twice a day since announcing his return. Although Fury may not look physically impressive from optics alone, his constant training suggests he is still serious about competing at the highest heavyweight level.
You know, Tyson's looking in magnificent shape, best I've seen him in, to be quite honest, for a long time, and more importantly, mentally he's in a good place. And this is a big fight. He's in with a very, very experienced fighter who's a big man, big puncher. I think he's got a 90% knockout ratio. He's knocked out 17 of his opponents in the first round. So you know he can whack, and he's not phased about fighting over here. He fought recently over here and beat Dave Allen. And this is quite a quite a tough comeback.
Frank Warren said that Tyson Fury is looking in magnificent shape, probably the best he has seen in a long time, both physically and mentally. According to Frank Warren, this is a dangerous fight because Fury is facing a highly experienced opponent with an extremely high knockout ratio of around 90% and 17 first-round knockouts. One clean punch from such a fighter could change the entire course of the match.
Tyson Fury, Makhmudov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone. He's probably looking about 18 and a half stone-ish, and he's in the gym. I don't think he ever really came out of the gym. He said he's been training twice a day since his last.
Spencer Oliver believed Tyson Fury looks good both mentally and physically, especially after training in Thailand. He agreed that Fury remains a huge addition to the heavyweight division after dominating the scene for years. However, the big question remains whether Fury's footwork and speed are still intact because age and long career mileage can affect even the greatest champions.
Yeah, I think it's a good fight, especially the return for Tyson Fury. I think the boxing public definitely missed him, and you know, like he said, he loves the sport so much. He came back, and you never really know with Tyson Fury. But there's one thing I did know when he retired, that he would be back.
Lennox Lewis said it's a good fight, especially considering the return of Tyson Fury, because the boxing public genuinely missed his presence inside the sport. Lewis pointed out that Fury's love for boxing is one of the main reasons he came back after retirement. He also mentioned that Fury's return was predictable since champions with that fighting spirit rarely stay away from the ring for too long.
I thought he looked good. I think that mentally he's in a good place. Physically he looked good as well. He's been working well out in Thailand, and I sort of agree with Paulie. I think that he's a massive addition to the heavyweight scene. He has been over the last 10 years, and I think it's good to have him back. You know, we need the characters. Look, are the legs still there? We're going to fight.
According to Lennox Lewis, Tyson Fury still has plenty to offer the heavyweight division because of his boxing skill and experience. Lewis suggested there are many opponents Fury hasn't faced yet, meaning there are still challenges waiting for him. However, he also hinted that Fury needs strong, credible opposition to stay motivated because elite fighters perform best when there is a real threat inside the ring.
And you can see Tyson's in fabulous shape. We've not left a stone unturned. He's grinded and he worked his ass off. I just think myself, Usyk has to bring something that we haven't seen.
John Fury is confident that Tyson Fury is in fabulous shape because he has worked extremely hard in training, leaving no stone unturned during camp. John emphasized that Fury's opponent must bring something new because simply being powerful may not be enough against a fighter of Fury's boxing IQ and experience. The message is clear. This is not about strength alone, but about facing a version of Fury the division hasn't seen before.
Do you think Tyson still has a lot to give to the heavyweight division?
Yeah, I do think Tyson has a lot to give to the heavyweight because, you know, he's a good boxer, and there's a lot of guys out there that he hasn't boxed, such as the guys due to box. You know, there's a guy, he could box a lot of people out there. But, you know, like he said, you know, who are they? They have to be somebody good for him to box because he has to have that type of person. He has to have a challenge. If you don't have a challenge in there, it's difficult to step in the ring.
Dominic Ingle believes Tyson Fury has the boxing intelligence and tactical awareness to solve problems inside the ring if his preparation is done properly. According to Ingle, Fury's biggest weapon is not just size or power, but his ability to control distance, switch angles, and frustrate opponents mentally. If Fury enters the fight in peak conditioning, he should be able to dictate the pace and break down his rival gradually. Ingle also suggested that with good training camp discipline, Fury could make the fight look relatively comfortable because heavyweight boxing is often decided by ring IQ rather than brute force alone.
Tyson Fury has been out of the ring for well over a year now. By the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just switch.
Liam Goff said that Tyson Fury has been out of the ring for more than a year, which is a serious concern for a movement-based heavyweight fighter. By the time Fury returns on April 11th, he will have spent around 15 to 16 months away from competitive boxing. Goff explained that boxers who rely on footwork and rhythm can struggle after long inactivity because timing and reflex sharpness may decline without real fight pressure.
And, you know, Tyson's got enough boxing IQ to think, you know, I've got to do this, that and the other with him to beat him. And he probably will do that, and he should do it quite easily if he's prepared properly.
In the face-to-face moment, Tyson Fury sounded confident and aggressive, calling himself a crazy fighter who comes back because that is simply who he is. He explained that he doesn't get motivated by easy fights because they don't challenge him mentally or physically. Fury admitted that hype and pressure mean nothing to him inside the ring. Instead, he deliberately chooses dangerous, highly ranked opponents to keep himself focused during training camps. Facing Arslan Makhmudov, a big puncher ranked among the top contenders, is exactly the kind of challenge Fury wants because it forces him to push harder in preparation. His statement reflected the mentality of a heavyweight champion who believes real danger is what sharpens his performance and keeps his fighting instincts alive.
Yes, he's legend, like a big name in boxing, but I come here for make my legacy.
Arslan Makhmudov admitted that Tyson Fury is a legendary figure in boxing, but he is not coming into this fight to admire reputations. Makhmudov wants to build his own legacy and prove that he belongs at the elite heavyweight level. His statement showed confidence and determination, suggesting he is focused on creating history rather than just participating in a big-name matchup. The message was clear that this is not about respecting fame alone, but about competing fiercely to make his own story inside the heavyweight division.
I don't get up for easy fights, fights. I don't get hyped. I can't concentrate. They just don't mean anything to me. I could go in there at 35 stone, 500 pounds and beat these guys. So I pick a dangerous opponent who's highly ranked, number 5 WBA, very dangerous, big puncher, and it make me.
In this clip, Tyson Fury explained exactly why he chose this dangerous matchup, pointing out that his opponent has 16 first-round knockouts, 20 total knockouts, and is ranked number 5 in the world. Fury made it clear that he didn't pick an easy return fight because that would not motivate him mentally or physically. Instead, he wanted a highly dangerous challenger who could push him to perform at his absolute best. Fury openly admitted that he doesn't get excited by so-called easy opponents because they fail to trigger his competitive instincts. Facing a big punching threat like Arslan Makhmudov forces him to stay sharp during training. His statement reflected the classic heavyweight champion mindset, where real danger is seen as the best preparation tool. Fury also suggested that his fight strategy depends on staying mobile, staying alert, and not allowing a powerful opponent to land clean shots that could change the fight instantly.
Yes, without a doubt. The charisma that he brings, and you see another stadium fight, he brings all this and he brings excitement. He's got, you know, the press conference.
Frank Warren strongly believes the heavyweight division has genuinely missed the presence of the fighter he was discussing because of the excitement and energy he brings to stadium events. Warren emphasized that the charisma and press conference personality of this boxer helped generate massive public interest and turn fights into global spectacles. According to him, the division feels more entertaining when this athlete is active because he represents a unique combination of skill and showmanship. The promotional value he adds goes beyond just fighting ability, as fans are drawn to his personality as much as his performance inside the ring. Warren suggested that big stadium heavyweight fights return excitement to boxing when this star competes at the highest level.
16 first round knockouts, 20 knockouts in each 21 wins. And he's number 5 ranked in the world, so that's why I picked him, because I could have picked some bum come back after a year, no one would have said a thing, would they? But I picked this fella because he's a dangerous big fucker and he make me switch on, and I don't get turned on for Dosses bums. So when I got a big old dangerous fella in front of me trying to knock lumps out of me, It's either float or swim.
This fight between Tyson Fury and Arslan Makhmudov is shaping up to be more than just a regular heavyweight contest. On one side, you have Fury's experience, movement, and boxing IQ, while on the other side stands a dangerous puncher hungry to build his legacy in the division. If Fury is truly in the shape people are talking about, his footwork and defensive control could frustrate Makhmudov early. But if the Russian heavyweight lands one clean power